It's week 8, and this is a little set screw we're going to build, a 10 by 24 by quarter-inch long set screw. And it's got some really interesting geometry here. We have this rounded top and bottom. And these are a little trickier than you might think. Let me go in here and see if I can show you how to do these without killing myself. So here we go, and I'm going to go New and Part. There we go. And then I'm going to go in here and go to a circle and find our center. I believe it's 0.19. 0.19. Tiny. And finish sketch. Extrude it. I believe it's 0.3. There we have our little project. Now, what I'm going to do is going to bring it around here, bring it up front, stand it up, because this works for me. Set current view as front, and set current view as home, and there I'm ready to go. So what I'm going to do is go into my origins, find a plane to work on. So I'll work on the XZ plane. Right click it, hit visibility, go up here and go to view and go into wireframe. Get back to model, right click and go new sketch and pick that plane. I'm going to project some geometry. I'm going to project the top and the side here. There we go. So we have the top and the side. And this is kind of tricky. This is a little trickier than you might think. So I'm going to go into front. And what I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is going to draw a construction line. And I'm going to pick a line. I'm going to find the midpoint in my geometry there, midpoint of the project. I could also have gone and put an axis down the center if I wanted to, but now I'm going to get out of construction and I'm ready to go here. And what I'm going to do is draw an arc, and I'm going to pick that point there and a point over here. I don't care where it is at, and then I'm going to go here and I'm going to go 0.19 for my radius. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go tangent to there. And notice how it pulled that up. Let's do that again so you can see that. Went tangent. I want to go from tangent of my circle to the tangent of my projected geometry, and it pulled it up so it made this nice little tangent line right to the center point. I don't care where that's at. Okay. Going to swing around here. Right click. Finish. Go to revolve. It already has my geometry defined, my profile. I'm now going to profile my axis, and I'm going to go here till cut, and I'm going to go click. And even though it doesn't look like it did anything, if you flip it over, there it is. It's one of those little things that it doesn't look like it changed at all, but it did. Okay, so let's go down and do the same thing down here. Might as well do this twice, right? New sketch, pick this point. I'm going to go in here and construction line. Well, actually we'll do it different this time. Let's go here. Let's go in here and find an axis. Okay, let's go find our axis line. And where is there's our axis line. And we'll make it visible. Okay. Then we'll go down here to the bottom. And we need to project some geometry. We'll project this piece of geometry here. And we need to be in sketch mode, so we're going to go right click, finish sketch, right click. Do we have a new sketch? Sketch 3 is what? Where's our sketch 3? That's that one, so we need a new sketch. Right click, finish sketch, right click, new sketch. Pick our plane again. We put our line through here. So we're going to go in here and grab our arc, come up here, and pick a point any place here, and then we want to put the 0.19 in there. Escape, come up to tangent, pick our circle, our arc, and then pick our geometry that we projected. Looks like we need to project the geometry over here, which I didn't do. I need to do that again so that we can trim this to it. Oops. So project geometry. Come on, there it is. Now it'll trim. There we are. And we'll go to Home. We'll go up here to Finish Sketch. We'll go to Revolve. Our profile is selected for us. We'll go select our axis. We'll go to the cut on here and pick our green check mark. And there we go. And again, it doesn't look like it did anything, but when we flip it over on the side, we can see that it is radius there. Okay. Well, while we're here, we might as well do some more work. We need one more sketch. We'll use the same sketch plane. We're going to go in here and we're going to create. I'm going to project some geometry. Project this piece of geometry here. Come on, project. Sometimes you have to drop this down to get it to do it, and we'll project that line right there. That should be that edge, and if we come in the front, I think we need to project that also. Okay, there we go. So we have both of those, and I'm seeing we actually didn't need this line. We just needed one or the other. It doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is go in here and pick and make a rectangle. Okay, and then I'm going to define the rectangle for the width of it, which is 0.032, and then I'm going to go from this point here to my it looks like I need to define my center point here. So we'll go to project geometry again and pick my axis this time. There we go. Now I have that, so I can go to my axis, and I'm going to, and it was D7. The last thing that I dimensioned was this one, so that it had to be D7. So I'm just going to go D7 divide by 2. We're centered. And then I need to have a distance from this point here to this point here. Oops. Let's see if we can do this here. I'm going to pull this line, if I can, down. Is it going to let me? No. So what am I going to do here? I need that point there. So I need that point and that line. There we go. And I need a distance. Oh, it's telling me it's constrained. Okay, so we constrained it to that line. So I need to either get rid of that line, which I should be able to go in here. And can I hit delete? Do I have a delete? If I hit delete key, see what happens. Nope. Okay, so I've got a constraint there that I don't want. Okay, so I'm going to, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to draw a line from here to here. Okay, and I'm going to get into my front view and make sure that I'm in parallel. Okay, and then I'm going to extend and bring that down, and then I'm going to grab this one. Oops. Grab that one, and I'm going to delete it. There we go. There's always more than one way to get around this. Trim and a trim. And then I can now dimension this, and I can go from that point to that point and not be constrained. And that one was 0.047. 0.047. There we go. And we only have a slot at one end. Okay. And we're done. And we're going to finish. We're going to go to extrude. We're going to pick our profile. We're going to go both ways. We're going to go all. We're going to go to cut. And there it goes. There we are. Now when we go into our view and go back to our realistic, there is our little threaded project here. And now we just have to throw some threads on it, and I think we'll be done. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to right click on this and turn off my visibility. Right click on this and turn off my visibility. I'm going to go into model. I'm going to go grab my threads, wrap around here, look at my specifications. They're 1/4 and that's a 1/4. What is this? 1/4 by 2A, which it is. And I'm going to go apply. And there is my little 1/4 by 2A set screw. That took a little longer than I thought, but there's some interesting geometry issues there.